When the facts bend reality, this is beyond plausible.
You may already know that cheetahs can run at speeds up to 112 kilometers per hour. Camels can survive for long periods without drinking water. The water lily can freeze throughout the winter, then thaw and revive intact in the spring. All of these are truly extraordinary and admirable. However, the animal world holds even more unbelievable things that you might not know. Seemingly ordinary animals carry fascinating facts within them. And there's certainly no shortage of things that make us laugh. Let's explore some more of these interesting facts. Echidnas have four-headed penises. In the animal kingdom, strange penises are not uncommon. For example, sea cucumbers have disposable penises. The flatworm's penis has a spiky shape. And on the island of Tasmania in southern Australia, there's an extremely odd egg-laying mammal called the echidna. This species is famous for having a penis with 4 different heads, each capable of normal ejaculation. However, usually only 2 of them are active. In preparation for mating, 2 of the 4 branches retract, allowing the remaining 2 penile heads to function. After ejaculation, the used heads retract, and the other 2 take over the task. This process repeats over and over. T found the exact reason why this species. However, there's a hypothesis that it may help increase competition opportunities during fertilization and mating. A female echidna can mate with about 10 males during the breeding season, and with up to 4 sperm sources. Males seem to have more hope that the female will carry their offspring. Hens can transition into roosters. Natural sex change is rare in the animal world, but it sometimes happens. For example, with clownfish. When born, all clownfish are determined to be male. Only when mature and paired, the dominant one transforms into a female. This strange phenomenon sometimes occurs with chickens as well. Transition ISN. We need to start with anatomical knowledge. A hen typically has ovaries and an inactive gonad. A remnant from before the sex-determining genes are activated. That is, before being determined as a hen, the chicken has 2 gonads. The gonad can be activated to become ovaries, testes, or a combination of both. But once determined to be a hen and ovaries develop, the remaining gonad corresponding to the testes degenerates and is suppressed. The hen turning into a rooster happens after the hen's ovaries become diseased, unable to produce female sex hormones to suppress the remaining gonad. As a result, the degenerated testes have conditions to develop and secrete male hormones, androgen, leading to the sex change. The hen will no longer lay eggs, grow rooster feathers, and its crow will change. Essentially, it will look like a rooster. The first recorded case of this phenomenon was in 1474. And the transformed chicken was burned alive due to the terrifying and unexplainable change from the perspective of that time. According to research experts, this change only happens with hens. And no cases of roosters turning into hens have been recorded. Raccoons clean their food before eating. Raccoons, also scientifically known as procyon. This species is characterized by its excellent adaptability. They live in both wilderness areas and bustling cities like New York. Here, instead of sleeping in trees, they can sleep in chimneys or under sewers. Another reason for this species' perfect adaptability is that they're omnivores, eating both plants and animals. They can live both on land and in water. Due to the increasing destruction of their natural habitat, they have moved to live near humans, and can eat almost any type of human food. What's even more special is that they always try to clean their food whenever they have the opportunity. Specifically, they will try to access a water source and wash the food before enjoying it. Many people have witnessed the interesting scene often seen in zoos, which is American raccoons trying to wash an apple in a water bowl before eating it. We can consider this a quite civilized and intelligent habit. However, according to science, the cause of this behavior is still unknown. This cleaning is not a mandatory ritual, but rather something they often do when they have the opportunity. It is speculated that this might help the food taste better. Their sense of smell and touch are considered very good thanks to their sensitive fingers. Eagle nests can weigh up to 2 tons. The bald eagle, also known as the light-headed eagle, is considered a symbol of the United States. Its distribution range includes most of Canada and Alaska, all of the continental United States and northern Mexico. This eagle species is known to be one of the most powerful eagles. With a wingspan of up to 2.4 meters, a flying speed of about 320 kilometers, and particularly, they often build huge nests. Like most other bird species, bald eagles build nests in trees. However, instead of picking up individual small branches to build nests, like other birds, this species has the ability to break entire tree trunks to get materials for nests. A normal eagle nest can have a diameter of about 1.5 meters and a depth of 1.8 meters. The largest nest ever discovered in Florida in the 1960s weighed up to 2.2 tons. With a diameter of 2.9 meters. Another one found in 1920 in Ohio was equally enormous. With a diameter of 2.6 meters, a depth of 3.6 meters, and also weighing about. Clearly, ordinary branches cannot meet the material requirements for these nests. Eagle nests are typically used long-term for many years, even decades. They often reinforce the nest annually, continuously adding more branches and other materials. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources estimates that a pair of eagles after mating and pairing can live in their huge nest for up to 35 years. News about fruit flies with the longest sperm. Yes, the longest sperm in the natural world belongs to the Africa fruit fly species. The body of this species is only about 3 millimeters long. However, the sperm they produce is about 58 millimeters long. We humans have sperm only about 0.06 millimeters long, which is 1,000 times less than that of the fruit fly. How can such a small body contain something longer than itself? The answer is that the 58 millimeters length is neatly coiled inside the male fruit fly's body, and accounts for up to 11% of their body proportion. The reason for this peculiarity is that female fruit flies have one of the most complex reproductive tracts. Additionally, female flies can produce a substance to eliminate weak sperm before fertilization. Leeches have 300 teeth, 5 pairs of eyes, and 32 brains. Leeches are aquatic organisms belonging to the phylum Annelida, with the most basic characteristic being that their body organization has a formal body plan. The body is segmented and they breathe through gills. The body of leeches in general and specifically includes a series of identical units called segments. They have soft and flexible bodies, suitable for swimming in water. The food of leeches is blood from various animals, with a body almost devoid of hard parts like that. You might be very surprised to know the fact that leeches have 3 sets of teeth totaling about 300. All of them are as sharp as razor blades and very effective at sucking blood from other animals. The blood-sucking method of leeches is quite special. When placed on the skin, their jaw teeth attach to the body. 100 teeth embed deeply and suck blood. During the sucking process, leeches also secrete anticoagulants, causing continuous blood flow. Currently, leeches are also used to assist in many surgeries and clean infected wounds. However, when being sucked by them, it's very difficult to remove due to the mechanism of many teeth. Besides having a huge number of teeth, leeches are also known for having up to 5 pairs of eyes and 32 brains. Actually, they only have one brain, but that brain is composed of 32 ganglia. Additionally, in some cases of non-serious injury, leeches are fully capable of regeneration. Butterflies have the ability to smell with their feet. Butterflies are small, flying insects, active during the day, belonging to the order Lepidoptera. There are many different types of butterflies in the world. Usually they live near flowering bushes, specializing in sucking pollen and nectar, helping flowers pollinate. Butterflies attract us with their brilliant and diverse colors. But for scientists, butterflies are also very special because they can smell with their feet. They have receptors similar to taste buds in the human mouth, but even stronger, about 200 times more powerful. These receptors help butterflies smell and find suitable, safe places to nest. Adult butterflies do not eat at all, they only drink nectar. However, caterpillars that haven't molted need to eat nutrients. After hatching from eggs, they need to eat leaves to grow. However, only certain types of leaves are suitable for eating. And confusion can cause negative effects on the development process. Therefore, when a female butterfly looks for a place to lay eggs, it immediately uses its feet to determine if that place is safe and has plenty of food for future caterpillars. If you love science fiction and adventure movies, this series about giant snakes must be familiar to you. Anaconda is a genus of giant snakes living in the Amazon River basin, South America. They prefer living underwater or hiding in swamps, rivers, and dense forests in South America. They include green, yellow, black and white spotted, and Bolivian giant snakes. Among the 4 types of giant snakes mentioned, the green species is the largest. Adults can reach up to 9 meters in length and weigh 550 kilograms, although anacondas rarely attack humans, even during research. Very few individuals are allowed to approach this species. They can easily swallow and digest this if they want to. The usual food of this species includes wild boars, crocodiles, deer, jaguars, all large and fierce animals. An American jaguar can weigh up to 159 kilograms, and despite being that large, it can still be a tasty prey for the green anaconda. Giant snakes camouflage very well in water bodies, so they use these areas as habitats. They hide underwater and hunt by tightly coiling their bodies around prey. To swallow such a large animal, it will slowly expand its jaw and swallow the prey whole. After a full meal, anaconda snakes may not need to eat for months. Dachshund dogs are small but extremely dangerous. This breed originates from Germany, also known as sausage dogs. Dachshunds are long-bodied, broad-chested, tucked abdomen, lively, sturdy dogs with very short legs. They give this dog breed a unique appearance full of wisdom. The dog has long ears, slightly bulging eyes, a long muzzle with strong jaws and extremely sharp teeth. The eyes are oval-shaped, dark red or black-brown, very lively and friendly. The ears are quite flexible and always hang out on both sides of the cheeks. Dachshunds are divided into 3 kinds: smooth-haired, short-haired, and long-haired. Each type has slightly different personalities, depending on the breed. Compared to the famously aggressive pit bull breed, this one appears much gentler. However, a 2008 study at the University of Pennsylvania analyzed thousands of dogs from 33 different breeds and identified this as one of the most dangerous dog breeds. They surpassed pit bull to take the top spot with the achievement of being responsible for 20% of stranger-eyed incidents. 6% of incidents involving biting or attacking their owner. If judging solely based on appearance, this result seems quite surprising. However, it's not entirely unexpected if we know their origin as small hunting dogs, and since the 19th century when they were brought to the United States, they became popular and turned into human pets. Their personality still retains primitive traits of courage and strength. Wild dogs also have emotions similar to humans. Dogs are animals rich in emotions and complex feelings. Those close to them can notice emotions such as empathy, guilt, happiness, and even caring attention. Not only trained domestic dogs exhibit such beautiful emotional expressions, but wild dogs are no less emotional. A typical example here is the African wild dog breed. This mammal is considered to have the strongest bite force among carnivores. They originate from the sub-Saharan region. Today they are mainly found in eastern and southern Africa. According to many observations and studies by scientists, this seemingly fierce-looking species always tries to care for each other within a pack. Those who are sick or too old to hunt are all cared for and shared food with. The discipline and mutual support of this species are very high. Members are never left hungry or abandoned if they can't keep up with the pack. All spoils are shared equally.
Curious? Subscribe and step through the next anomaly.